Nestled in the heart of the Loire Valley, surrounded by misty woodlands and sprawling vineyards, there stands a castle whose stone walls have witnessed centuries of human drama. This is the Château de Brissac, renowned not only for its striking architecture and historical grandeur, but also for the persistent whispers of an apparition, one known to locals and visitors alike as the Black Lady. To understand her story, one must first delve into the storied past of Château de Brissac. Built in the 11th century by the Counts of Anjou, the castle was originally a defensive fortress designed to stave off enemy attacks. Over the centuries, it changed hands and purposes several times, ultimately coming into the possession of the noble Brissac family. Rebuilt and expanded in the 17th century, the castle today boasts soaring towers, opulent halls, and a reputation as one of France's most spectacular private estates. Yet, behind the gilded mirrors and velvet drapery, a shadow lingers. Guests and residents have for generations reported unexplained phenomena, footsteps echoing through empty corridors, mournful sighs in the dead of night, and most famously, the chilling sight of a female figure draped in black, her face forever obscured, wandering the upper floors of the chateau. According to legend, the Black Lady was once known in life as Charlotte de Brissac. Born into French nobility in the early 16th century, Charlotte was married at a young age to Jacques de Brissac, a powerful nobleman and the then lord of Château de Brissac. Their union, despite the promise it held, soon deteriorated into discord. Charlotte was spirited, beautiful, and as the stories go, unhappy with her lot. The intrigue that would seal her fate unfolded on a fateful night in 1477. Suspicion was rife within the castle's walls, as rumors swirled that Charlotte was involved in a clandestine affair with a huntsman, a man far beneath her station. Consumed with jealousy and rage, Jacques resolved to confirm his suspicions. It is said that, late at night, he burst into Charlotte's chambers, catching her in a compromising situation. Overcome with fury, he murdered both his wife and her lover in a crime of passion that would echo across generations. From that day forward, sorrow and unrest haunted the halls of Château de Brissac. The crime, so violent and sudden, left behind a residue of anguish that refused to be washed away. Those who have spent time within the castle recount the feeling of being watched, of unseen eyes tracking their movements through shadowed rooms. But it is the Black Lady's apparition that remains the most enduring legacy of Charlotte de Brissac's tragic end. Descriptions of her ghost are strikingly consistent. Clad in a flowing black gown, her presence accompanied by a chill in the air and an overwhelming sense of grief. Those who have encountered her speak of the horror of looking directly at her face. Some say it is nothing but a skeletal visage. Others claim her eyes are voids of infinite sadness. Encounters often occur in the early morning hours. Guests report awakening to spot the woman in black silently gliding through their rooms or down the castle's long, dimly lit corridors. Sometimes, faint sobbing echoes from the abandoned tower where Charlotte allegedly met her fate. On rare occasions, when a visitor or staff member has dared to address the apparition, she is said to turn, emitting a bone-chilling moan before vanishing into the darkness. Skeptics have attempted to explain the phenomena as mere products of imagination, or the castle's twisting architecture playing tricks on the mind. Yet, the stories persist, passed down by generations of the Brissac family, and documented by countless guests who have witnessed the inexplicable. The The current residents of the castle, descendants of the original noble lineage, remain respectfully silent about their supernatural tenant, but tacitly acknowledge her presence by maintaining the part of the chateau where she is most often seen. Intriguingly, the Black Lady's legend extends beyond some hauntings. Some say she is a guardian spirit, fiercely protective of her ancestral home. She has reportedly appeared to intervene during times of trouble, either frightening away potential threats or alerting residents to danger with spectral warnings. In this role, she straddles the line between vengeful ghost and benevolent guardian, forever bound to the castle that shaped and ended her life. Despite these eerie encounters, the chateau remains a vibrant symbol of history and romance, drawing thousands of visitors each year. Tourists wander its halls, marvel at its lavish salons, and inevitably pause to listen for the telltale signs of the Black Lady's presence. Her spectral tale is woven into the very fabric of the castle, enriching its allure and mystery. For locals in the region, the story of the Black Lady is more than a mere ghost story. It serves as a cautionary tale about love, betrayal, and the consequences of unchecked passion. It is a reflection of the chateau's own tumultuous history, a reminder that within even the most beautiful places, darkness and light can coexist. Over time, the legend of the Black Lady has become an indelible part of the Chateau de Brissac's identity. Artists, writers, and filmmakers have drawn inspiration from her sorrowful tale. On special evenings, the castle hosts candlelit tours where guests are invited to walk the same ancient halls where Charlotte's spirit is said to roam, hearing her story told in hushed and reverent tones. Some seek a glimpse of the ghost. Others come simply to feel the weight of history pressing in around them. As night falls over the Loire Valley and the chateau's spire stands silhouetted against the twilight sky, one cannot help but wonder if Charlotte's spirit truly lingers within those storied walls. Whether driven by a restless need for justice or a love that can never die, the Black Lady endures, her presence inextricable from the castle she once called home. Ultimately, the tale of the Black Lady of Chateau de Brissac reminds us that the past is never truly gone. Legends and memories linger, coloring the present with their echoes. And so, beneath the grandeur and splendor of this legendary castle, a silent, shadowy figure continues her nocturnal wanderings, her story as timeless and haunting as the stones themselves. Ultimately, the Count realized there would be no peace unless he confronted her, truly confronted her. The chateau had long avoided the East Wing's third floor, especially the narrow corridor ending at the sealed portrait room, where time-worn oil paintings of the Brissac lineage hung in quiet judgment. The Count had heard whispers from servants, of footsteps echoing at midnight, of weeping behind locked doors, and of a woman humming a lullaby that hadn't been sung in over 3 centuries. On the 14th night of November, beneath a moon choked in clouds, the Count took a lantern and ascended alone. Each step groaned under his weight, as if reluctant to carry him forward. The corridor grew colder, the air thicker, until he stood before the door. The brass handle was icy, yet moist, as if a breath had just passed over it. He opened it. The flame of his lantern quivered violently. The room was exactly as legend described, dust-laden drapes, cracked canvas frames, and at the far end, the largest portrait, Charlotte de Brissac, the illegitimate daughter turned doomed bride, known in hushed voices as La Dame Verte, the Green Lady. But something was wrong. Her painted eyes moved. They turned to look at him, and then the silence shattered. A scream, high, layered, unearthly, erupted from behind the walls. The door slammed shut. The lantern died. In the pitch black, something began to walk toward him, not with footsteps, but with a sound like dragging silk across rotting wood. Then, a voice, mere inches from his ear. "You found me.